Hello friends, welcome back to the Mothership. Today we are smoking up a rack of pork ribs, shredding them down and making our very own rib meat stuffed peppers. Let's get started. Here are some baby back ribs. Granted, these are the biggest baby back ribs I've ever seen, so I'm guessing they're actually spares and they're just mislabeled. But let's get them out of the cryovac here and see what we are working with. Well, the bones are right here, so I think there's just a lot of extra meat on this sucker, which is good for us because we're going to be using them for a different purpose anyway than just eating them as ribs. So let's just do a little bit of trimming here. This back flap's got to come down. Then we got to get the membrane off the back here, which means I'm going to take a knife, jam it underneath, get a finger underneath there, and just pull her all off. This one wants to be a pain, so we're going to have to use paper towel. Alright, that's good enough for me. Usually I trim these down because I'm just trying to eat just the rib piece because we know you're eating like ribs, but we're just getting rib meat, which means I'm going to save all this meat on here. And our first step here is get some salt on these suckers. So usually I weigh out my salt, as if you've watched any of my videos, you know that's how I kind of always do them. But this time around, since these are going to be, I'm going to pull the rib meat off, and then I'm actually going to put them in with other spices to do the stuffed peppers. I don't really need to worry about it. I'm just going to get a good layer of salt on here. Then we can adjust the salt of our interior of our peppers later. Or filling, I guess is the right word, right? So let's get just salted down. Because we have so much extra meat on this side, we could salt this side down. There's no bones in the way, but like I said, I'm not going to go overly crazy here. Just get a good salt coating down. All right. Now for dry rub and all that, I'm also not going to go crazy. We're just going to do tried and true garlic powder and black pepper. These are just going to be very traditional SPG ribs. Perfect. And then, of course, the coarse black pepper. And that's it. Just doing an easy prep today. But what we want to do now is either put it in the fridge or get your smoker up and running if it's about time to go on. For me, it's about noon, which means these are going to go on now. So I'm going to get the pellet smoker up and running at my working temp of about, and we'll start at 180 and then we'll bump her up. But let's start there. We have been running for about 2.5 hours. Got an internal temperature of about 163. These are baby back ribs, so quite often I just run them all the way through. A lot of people like to do the whole foil wrap thing, which is probably what I'm going to do here because I do want them a little bit softer than I usually like, just to make it easier to put into our stuffed peppers. But I'm probably going to run it for maybe another hour. I bumped it up 2 hours in from 180 to 225. May as well close this while we talk here. My rationale behind that is, you know, pellet smokers are nice and efficient, so the most smoke output you're going to get is around 180 degrees. So run that for a couple hours, get some smoke on there, and now I'm running it at 225. You could definitely do 250, but I'm just going to do this, like I said, to probably about 3.5 hours total. Then I'm going to wrap it. You don't have to wrap them. I've done that many a time. You just got to be careful with baby backs because you don't want to dry them out. About 3.5 hours into our cook, we got an internal of about 175. And I really want these to pull apart and just shred to be able to go into our stuffed peppers. So I'm going to wrap them. And as you know, if you watch the channel, I don't really wrap ribs ever. So this is first time in years. So I'm going to put some butter pads on top. Don't have to go crazy. Usually if I were just doing these for consumption right after, I'd probably put brown sugar on here. But I don't need that for this, so I'll butter on here. And then as we fold it up, I'm going to put just a little bit of liquid underneath it just to give it something to steam. For me, I'm just going to use probably some apple cider, the hard stuff. Beer works, water works. Basically anything works. Any sort of juices would be fine. But this is going to go back onto the smoker. And if you're doing what's effectively 3-2-1 ribs, you want to pull them off for an hour to let them dry up towards the end. I'm just going to push these all the way through because I really do want it to just fall apart. So these are going to go on, and I'm going to cook them until they're at that point where everything's falling apart, somewhere around 198 degrees, something like that. But let's get them back onto the smoker. These ribs are done. I pulled them out. I let them rest a little bit so they're not piping hot. But at this point, what I want to do is I want to get all the meat that's on the ribs and get it into a bowl. So basically, we're just shredding these ribs, which It's a little weird, to be completely honest. Usually I just eat ribs the way they are, but I want to get the rib meat isolated so we can use it for our delicious stuffed peppers. I mean, what's not to love about that? Look at that smoke ring on there. Looks delicious. I think I'm going to give it a little taste test while we go. Perfectly cooked ribs. All right. All right. After pulling that all apart, what we have left is a bowl full of rib meat. You gotta be careful when you're going through. Make sure you get all the cartilage and all that stuff out of there. You don't want to eat that. But this is ready to go. So what we want to do now is we want to saute up our onion with some garlic and get those tomatoes nice and diced up and sauteed as well. We also want to make some rice. I'm going to get all that together and we'll start thinking about stuffing our peppers and then tossing them back onto the smoker. Time to assemble. I'm going to start with our white rice here. Put that into a bowl. Then I'm going to get our sauteed tomatoes, garlic, and onion. And then I'm just going to add in some of our pork here. I don't think I'm going to need all of it. It's a lot of pork. So just get to the point where you think you're going to fill up all your peppers here. So I got 4 peppers, which means I have 8 sides. So I just need enough for that. Granted, it's just the 2 of us, so we probably won't eat all of those. But get your stuff together. And then just give it a good mix. Get everything nice and mixed together. Perfect. Gonna add some more meat, just looking at the mixture. Perfect. Now we're gonna top these with cheese, but I'm gonna start adding in some here as well, get some mixed in there. This is just mozzarella cheese. I'm just kind of spot eyeing it, adding some in. Perfect. And then I also have some freeze-dried parsley and some freshly chopped basil. Now I just want to continue to mix that all together, get everything nice and mixed throughout. Try not to throw it around like I just did, but just get everything in there. Perfect. That looks good. Nice and smoky. It smells really garlicky. This is going to be great. All right. Now for the peppers. Some people take the peppers and they cut them this way, so they just take the top off. That is the best way to do it if you have peppers that will stand up by themselves. But I just did halfway, or lengthwise, I guess, on these. And we're just going to stuff these suckers full of our little mixture here, like so. Now to finish the deal, since I'll just do a complete one here, we're also going to take a little bit of cheese and put it on top like that. Perfect. And this is how it's going to go onto your smoker. I'm going to finish the rest of these. My smoker is still running at 250, and we're going to get out there, toss them on, and I'm envisioning about an hour, honestly. So let's get these completed, toss them on there, and take it to the finish line. 45, 50 minutes, something like that. And honestly, I think these are ready to go. Cheese looks good. You can run for the full hour. I was looking for everything to soften up and be ready to go, and these look good to me. I like a little more bite in my my peppers anyway. So I'm going to get these inside and the old-fashioned taste test. Now, I've had a whole bunch of stuffed peppers in my life. My mom used to make them all the time when I was growing up. But in general, we were just doing ground beef, rice, a little bit of sauteed onion and garlic, and then toss them into the pepper. What I want to do here was add a little bit of smokiness to it. I've done those once before, but then go the extra mile and do a different type of meat that you usually don't find in stuffed peppers. So this time around, I took some pork ribs, smoked them down, shredded them up, and then used that to make our base filling. Now, to be honest, when I'm going to serve these, I'm probably going to have some Parmesan cheese, maybe some sour cream, just because that's how I like to do it. But I want to see just how they taste, because honestly, I've never actually tried this before. So, without further ado, guys, it's time to give the old-fashioned chomp. Let's pick one that we like. I think this one in the front here looks pretty good. Let's cut her open, and let's see how we did. Now, honestly, there are some tricks to doing stuffed peppers. A lot of people like to boil theirs first, parboil their peppers. That gets them softer. Some people like to do them so they're even crunchier, so they actually cook everything up and then they cook them really fast so that they still hold that crunch. I like somewhere in the middle. I usually don't boil mine, and I definitely don't want them basically raw. I want them somewhere in the middle. So you can do what you want to do, especially if this is your first time making stuffed peppers. But I got this little bite here. This looks pretty good to me. Oof. Now I have eaten some of the ribs as I was cooking them, and they were delightful. Good smoke ring. I mean, that's a bite worth having right there. Oops, spilled it. My dog's going to enjoy that. But let's see how we did. Can't beat that. It is like eating ribs and then adding on some rice and peppers. Basically, it's exactly what I thought it was going to be. Stuffed peppers with rib meat. It is, it's very good. Honestly, I think maybe next time around I might actually do like a full tomato sauce instead of just the sauteed tomatoes, just to get it that full, more Italian flavor. But honestly, this is really, really good. Garlic is on point. Onions are great. This is delightful. We're going to really enjoy this one. I definitely recommend adding some Parmesan cheese. Or if you want to go crazy, add some cheddar cheese maybe, a little bit of spice up from that just traditional mozzarella. Monterey Jack, something fun like that. But these are really, really good, guys. We're going to really enjoy these tonight. Love stuffed peppers and love ribs. What's not to love? But I'd love to hear from you guys. Do you do anything different with your stuffed peppers? You ever tried different types of meat? Do you do anything crazy with rib meat other than just eat ribs? Love to know what you guys are doing down below. But most importantly, get out there and cook some absolutely fantastic. And I'll catch you on the next UFO barbecue. Bye-bye.